I'm Joe Truckey. Company is Cal Fasteners. We're fastener distributors. Working with engineers is part of our game here. People that make things. A lot of it in the beginning was electrical companies that did meters and transformers, things like that. So that's Miguel. He's receiving some of that stuff. Make sure we got what we pay for. These are a special bolt for the electrical industry. We're the only ones that have them. Kind of the same thing as a carriage bolt does. Carriage bolt has a square neck, so it fits into a square hole. But these you don't have to make a square hole. Through the years, there's been a lot of problems. There's even been laws written back in the 80s and 90s, grade 5, grade 8, that are heat-treated bolts were being sold with markings on them, saying they were grade 8 or grade 5, but they were actually just grade 2. There were stories, people would fall off of buildings that were window washers were washing the windows because the bolts broke. Also with cars, airplanes, different things like that, a lot of lives can get lost, and they were. A lot of fastener companies like ours put a quality lab together, and we decided to inspect everything. If we're shipping something, we want to make sure we're shipping what we say we're shipping. We do inspect everything that comes through the doors. We have our own quality lab on the premises. I came into the office and our server had blown up or something. They called me and said, hey, your server's down. And then we started talking and we tried to get it going again and we couldn't. And so of course I had to go golfing. And so we went golfing and I got a call. I think it was on the 8th hole. And they said the quickest way to get it back up is to do it in the cloud. And I had discussed this 6 months before that about changing everything to the cloud. And it, with the price of it on the cloud versus the price of just having your own server here, it just didn't sound too good yet. But I still looked to that. I thought that'd be the best thing for us in the future. And so at this time, we just said, let's do it on the cloud. It's the fastest way to get it up and running. We were on Christmas vacation. And so by the time people came back to work, we had a server and things were running. I wanted it. It's great to be at home because a lot of times when you run a business, you're thinking, man, I forgot to take care of this. But I can walk over to my room, open up the laptop, and I'm at work. And I can take care of it, and I can go back. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I could do it on my phone. I could be in a hotel. I could be anywhere in the world and be at my desk. I don't have to back up anything. It's backed up. Sometimes you're doing something on the internet, and it thinks you're in LA or it thinks you're in Vegas, and that's because it backs up in LA and then it backs up in Vegas or backs up on the East Coast, wherever you're at. So it's constantly being backed up. If somebody blows up the warehouse in LA, well, it just connects to the place in Vegas. I think about a year ago, we went to a conference in Phoenix, and there was one of the meetings was on cyber stuff, and how people break into your system and this is what to look for, and this is how you educate your employees. And for a month, they tried to hit us with all kinds of things, tried to fool employees to give up information and stuff like that. Nothing. They couldn't get through. They said, we're a pretty good setup here. It's pretty secure.